The push or shove changeup is a pretty easy concept for most pitchers to understand. What takes away power is pushing the ball out of your hand instead of creating whip and speed. Start by popping the ball out of your hand up to yourself. It should take a lot of effort to be able to push the ball very high at all if you're doing it correctly. Feel the ball come out of your fingers or the palm of your hand and not off your fingertips. Once you can do it up in the air to yourself, try pushing out and down to your catcher. Make sure that as you're pushing the ball out, your palm faces towards your catcher and not towards the sky to keep the ball low in the zone. When you're adding your circle, pause right behind your leg and make sure that you have a nice stiff wrist and that you feel your hand pop the ball out of your hand as you're releasing the ball. This pushing or popping or shoving motion is what keeps the speed off the ball and also can create downward movement on this pitch. Once you're able to get the feel of pushing the ball out and you're able to keep it low in the zone, you can gradually add a little bit of distance. As you add your distance, make sure that you're continuing to maintain a good push out and down, and that you start to incorporate your legs. One of the biggest mistakes that a lot of pitchers make when learning a changeup is they forget to use their lower body. Your lower body is really important in making the pitch look convincing to the hitter. So teach yourself to do that as you're learning to push the ball out. You can also throw a shove changeup by pushing off of a fingernail or a fingertip. Everything that I talked about earlier in this video still applies. You've got to have a firm wrist and release the ball by pushing. However, you can push by using your fingernail or the tip of your finger in a seam. It's important when you try this that you experiment with different combinations of knuckles down. You can place one fingernail or fingertip on the ball, or you can place multiple knuckles down. Each grip changes the response of the ball. Some grips will tend to get the ball to move sideways a little bit more, whereas others may get a little bit more downward movement. Again, to take speed off of the balls, you still have to make sure that you push the ball out of your knuckles. You can't just change your grip and then snap the ball as hard as possible. It won't slow the ball down enough to make a big difference to the hitter. Practice knuckle changeups for just a few minutes at a time, as this will irritate your knuckles a bit. Here's some shove or knuckle changeups in motion. Notice the movement that many of these pitches get in addition to the change of speed. They can be a really great weapon for you when worked on over time.